This is how to completely weatherproof your garden. Welcome to Greenery Goals. When gardening, we all want to grow beautiful, healthy plants, but wind, heat, cold, and rain can ruin all of what we grow. By following this advice, your garden will be able to weather any storm. Let's get right into it. Understanding your local climate. Before doing anything to protect your garden, it's crucial to understand your local climate patterns. Research the average temperatures, rainfall, wind speeds, and other relevant factors in your area. This information will guide your choices in selecting appropriate plants and weatherproofing methods. You can use weather apps like AccuWeather or really any other one. This info is extremely useful. For example, if the weather says your plants are more at risk for freezing, then you know what kind of protection to install. If heat is your biggest issue, you know you might need to set up some shade. By learning and using your local climate to your advantage, you can get a leg up on bad weather and be prepared for any event. When getting into stormy seasons, building physical barriers and shelters can shield your garden from the harshest weather. Wind is one of the biggest issues for tall outside plants. You can install windbreaks such as fences, hedges, or trellises to reduce the impact of strong winds on delicate plants. Strong winds can blow over or uproot plants, ruining any chance at survival. By installing these protective structures, your plants can beat the wind and make it through extreme weather. When dealing with icy weather, cold frames, hoop houses, and polytunnels provide insulation against frost and extend the growing season for tender crops. Additionally, consider investing in shade cloth or row covers to protect plants from excessive sun and heat stress. Heat dries out your plants and can lead to wilting and eventually cause them to burn up. By covering your plants with small shade, you can fight off the harsh sun in hot summer months. Selecting the right plants for your garden is the first line of defense against poor weather conditions. Choose plants that are well suited to your climate and soil type and are naturally resistant to common weather-related issues such as drought, pests, and diseases. Native plants are often an excellent choice as they have adapted to the local environment over time. I will be making a more in-depth guide on choosing the right plants for your garden down the road, so leave a comment letting me know if you want to see a guide like that and subscribe so you don't miss it when it comes out. Mulching is a simple yet effective technique for protecting your garden from the effects of bad weather. Apply a layer of organic mulch such as straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves around your plants to help retain soil moisture, regulate temperature, and suppress weeds. Mulch acts as a natural insulator, shielding plant roots from extreme heat and cold, while also reducing soil erosion during heavy rainstorms. Additionally, planting ground cover such as clover or creeping thyme can further protect the soil surface, improve soil structure, and enhance biodiversity. By mulching and incorporating ground cover into your garden design, you can create a resilient ecosystem that thrives in spite of adverse weather conditions. Companion planting is a neat trick that involves planting different species of plants together in a way that benefits each other. While companion planting is often known for its pest control and pollination benefits, it also offers significant advantages in protecting gardens from diverse weather conditions. Certain tall and sturdy plants, such as sunflowers, corn, or tall grasses like miscanthus, can serve as natural windbreaks when strategically planted around more delicate plants. These taller plants act as barriers, reducing the impact of strong winds and preventing damage to smaller, more vulnerable crops. By sheltering the plants within your garden, companion planting helps to shield plants from the drying effects of wind and maintain good growing conditions. Companion planting can also provide shade or sun protection to plants that are sensitive to extreme temperatures. For instance, planting taller leafy crops like tomatoes or beans alongside heat-sensitive plants such as lettuce or spinach can offer shade during hot summer days, preventing them from wilting or burning. Certain companion plants, particularly those with big leaves or extensive root systems, help control soil moisture levels by reducing evaporation and preventing runoff. For example, planting ground cover plants like clover or vetch can protect the soil surface from drying out by acting as living mulch, retaining moisture and preventing erosion. When dealing with a rainy environment, effective drainage is essential for preventing waterlogging, which can lead to root rot and other moisture-related problems. If you know rain is going to be a problem in your area, use raised garden beds for best drainage. Also, ensure that your garden beds are properly graded to facilitate water runoff, and consider installing drainage systems such as French drains or rain gardens. Use proper soil for your garden to make sure that the water is able to drain effectively. Mulching can also help regulate soil moisture and prevent erosion during heavy rainstorms. As mentioned before, raised bed gardening offers many benefits for protecting plants against harsh weather conditions, making it a great strategy for gardeners looking to create weatherproof gardens. Raised beds provide better drainage compared to traditional in-ground gardens, which is crucial for protecting plants during heavy rainfall. Excess water can quickly drain from the raised bed, preventing waterlogging and soil compaction that can suffocate plant roots. Also, the elevated design of raised beds allows the soil to warm up quickly in the spring, providing a longer growing season and reducing the risk of frost damage to tender plants. Warmer soil temperatures promote faster germination and root growth, allowing plants to establish themselves before the onset of colder weather. And finally, raised beds are often portable and can be positioned in locations that offer optimal growing conditions for plants. This flexibility allows gardeners to move raised beds to sheltered areas during extreme weather events, such as strong winds or hailstorms, providing additional protection for delicate plants. Raised beds also offer mobility benefits such as reduced bending and kneeling, making them accessible to gardeners of all ages and abilities. During periods of extreme weather, covering your plants with temporary shelters or wraps can provide much needed protection. For cold conditions, use cloches, row covers, or frost blankets to shield tender seedlings from late frosts and early frosts. For larger plants or trees, consider wrapping them with burlap or blankets to insulate them from freezing temperatures and drying winds. When dealing with scorching droughts, consider setting up small covers for shade in your garden. By only letting the sun hit your plants at cooler parts of the day like morning or night, you can reduce water loss and stop your plants from drying up. The important thing is to keep an eye on your plants and implement these protections when needed. The most important part of protecting your plants is to regularly monitor weather forecasts and observe your garden's response to changing conditions. As seasons change, weather can change with it. Be prepared to adjust your weatherproofing strategies accordingly, such as removing cold covers during sunny days or reinforcing windbreaks before a storm. Remember that flexibility and adaptability are key to successfully protecting your garden from bad weather. This has been How to Weatherproof Your Garden. Leave a comment telling me if this video helped you, and be sure to like and subscribe to support the channel. Remember, be the good you want to see in the world. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.